This is Andrew Brown from Exam Pro, and we're looking at the EventBridge cheat sheet, and this one is a 2-pager, so definitely pay attention here because EventBridge is a very powerful service. So EventBridge is a serverless account-wide or organization-wide event bus, and it can create event-driven, loosely coupled apps with AWS services. EventBridge was formerly known as CloudWatch Events. They're both still accessible within the AWS console. One just has an uglier interface, so you can just decide which one you want to use. An event bus receives events from a source and routes events to a target based on rules, and the events are JSON objects that are passed or used to pass around the data. So many AWS services emit event data, but for some AWS services that do not, you can turn on CloudTrail and react to those events. And the AWS API call events that are larger than 256 kilobytes are not supported, so they'll just get ignored. To react to event data, you'll need to create an EventBridge rule. So you can choose up to 5 AWS service targets. So here's some examples of some targets, but there's a lot. There's like lots and lots. When you select a target, you'll have additional fields to narrow down to the AWS service you want to target. You can apply event matching to filter what events should be passed to the target, and you simply provide a JSON schema with the fields you want to match on, or you can use more complex matchers. And so we have prefix matching, anything but matching, numeric matching, IP address matching, exists matching, empty value matching, and you can use multiple matchers altogether. You can set configure input, which is used to transform or filter the event's data structure. So it doesn't actually filter events, it filters or transforms the actual data structure, all right, that's being passed. So you have match event, part of the match event, constant JSON, which is just mocking the data, so you can pass mock data around, or input transform if you actually need to transform the shape of the data into a string or a different type of JSON object. Now we're on to page number 2 here. And so a common use case for EventBridge is to use it as a serverless cron job. So you can say trigger a database backup every day. I use it for my Minecraft server to back up the actual world. EventBridge can be scheduled or can schedule events using either cron expression or rate expression. So cron expressions are very fine-tuned control. They use this cron notation, and you can set whatever you want with it. It's really robust. Then you have rate expression. If you're not comfortable with cron jobs and you don't need fine-grained control, you just say choose every X hour, minutes, or days. All scheduled events are UTC time zone. The minimum precision for schedules is 1 minute. The event bus can extend to third-party SaaS products to accept partner event sources. There's a whole host of third-party products, but an example is Datadog. So let's say something happens to Datadog, it could trigger something in AWS. EventBridge schema or the schema registry, forgot the word registry there, can help you keep track of changes to your event schema. So it will automatically detect the schema changes and create versions. You can download the schema as code bindings. You can use the AWS Toolkit via code plugin to view generated schemas or apply code bindings. I don't think they're going to be asking about the AWS Toolkit on the exam, but I'd like to mention it there anyway for you. So there you go. That is the EventBridge cheat sheet.